Up everybody, how is it going? Today we're playing Abaddon, we're going into the top lane. Let me show you something. I said I would do this in the last video, but well, here we are. So I got samples from the company that I want to work with to make my card game. This right here is a 120 card sample. This is how big the deck of cards will be that I, plan to make. And this is the quality of cards. So I'm just gonna get one out. This is just like some random bullshit kids game. But like basically what I want to show you guys is like here. Like you have this card, right, and you can flick it and it just like immediately goes back to where it was. You can bend it and it goes immediately. Like this is really nice quality. And if you take a bunch of these and you just like, that's a good sound, right? That's a good sound. So I'm really excited about it. I think this is super nice quality, right? And yeah, I'm just really happy about these, honestly. By the way, quickly to explain, I'm playing Abaddon here. Their team was just like really heavy on magic damage and like, disable and shit. And I was just thinking, well, what's a hero that can take that and also just kind of support the Queen of Pain so she can take it and also, just kind of like be annoying, because we're not going to need massive damage against the team, but we need somebody that can actually fight early. And that's why Abaddon kind of makes sense to me. How easy or difficult are they to shuffle? Very easy to shuffle. This is super high quality stuff, right? Like super high quality. I'm very happy with it. They are very easy to pick up off the table. They're very easy to shuffle. They're not slippery or anything like that. They're like nice and solid. They have a good weight to them. Yeah, again, as I mentioned, like I'm just super happy with them. Really happy with them. So yeah. I also did all of the math for my Kickstarter. So, because like, okay, I know that we just had a fundraiser for OA, right? And I don't like having to like bombard you guys with this kind of stuff. I really don't like that. But, like I've been working on this card game for a while now, and I've put a lot of time into that, right? Like I have worked a lot on this card game, and it's really important to me. Right, like it's actually really important to me, and I think it's a lot of fun, and I think you guys will really like it. But I've done the math, and we're gonna have to do a Kickstarter. I can't just afford to go and like, just drop that much money to be able to produce it. But I've done the math, and for a Kickstarter we would need 7,000 euros, and I'll do like a complete breakdown of the math in the future, where I like explain exactly what all of the money is gonna be used for, right? Because I do have that, and I will give it to you. I want to be transparent as possible, and I do also want to make one thing clear, because I saw some people ask this. So on the Kickstarter, you will be able to just pre-order the game, right? I'm not just asking you for money, for okay, we're still alive, but just barely. I'll deny myself. Right, I'm not just asking for money for, I guess, free, but like I want to like give you guys the game, right? I want you to be able to play it, and as part of the Kickstarter, you'll be able to pre-order it. But yeah, it's gonna be 120 cards, and the card quality is really nice. I do also have some other samples, which I'll show you in a second. Right, definitely want to show you those as well. But, kind of in the middle of a game here. That's kind of the only problem. Kind of in the middle of a game. Cool. Got him. Got him. But yeah. And I have some other samples. For example, I have a comparison for like a regular size playing card, because as I've mentioned, these cards are pretty small, and for the type of packaging we're gonna have. And yeah, anyway, I'm really excited. I'll show you guys, I'll show this to you later, like when I get an opportunity. But I'm really excited, and I am so horribly worried. I am actually so incredibly concerned, because I am worried it's not gonna work out, right? And that would be so upsetting. Like, I would actually, like, ah. And I'm so worried about it, like, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Because again, I know that we just did the OAA Kickstarter, right? Like, and, you know, not Kickstarter, but fundraiser. And now I'm, like, coming here asking for more money again. And it's just like, I don't want to do that, but I do want to get you guys the game. And I don't know how else to do it, because it's just, I can't afford to just produce it all on my own. I just cannot afford that, right? And again, I did the math for everything I need, right? And I know the exact numbers. And it's not actually, like, that crazy of an amount. Right? Again, for like with 7,000, I can produce 1,500 copies of the game. 1,500. And can ship them worldwide and sell them at, I don't know if I've mentioned it in one of these videos yet, but I plan on selling the game for 19 euros with free shipping internationally. With like free international shipping. For 19 euros. And that's just, yeah. That's like after having done all of the math on it, and it's just kind of like, that seems like a fair price. I know that like usually card games and all of that would be cheaper, but you gotta keep in mind that this is a very small operation. This would just be like me, you know, running this stuff out of my house essentially, and you know, I can't afford to, like, I just cannot compete with like really big companies that are able to produce at a much larger scale than me. But yeah, so I just wanted to show this to you, right? I'm really excited for it. I think the quality is really nice. Like, that was one of the things I was worried about. I was just like, but, you know, like, I think the quality is going to be really nice. But what if it isn't? What if it's, like, for some reason kind of shitty and I don't know. Right? But no, it's actually awesome. It's actually just great. When are we gonna do the Kickstarter? So I want to do the Kickstarter next month, right? So I'm probably gonna start the Kickstarter. Now that I think about it, we're probably gonna run it over July. So in case you don't know about Kickstarters, they usually run a month. I do want to run mine a month too, and we're gonna do it in July. So yeah, I like that. And then that's actually really nice. I actually really like that because I can start it on the 1st of July. Right? That's when we're gonna put it online. And then we'll end it on the 31st, which is my birthday. Which would just make it even more upsetting if it doesn't work out. Maybe that isn't a great idea. What a birthday present that would be. Oh god. Oh god, that just made me even more worried. But yeah. Anyway. So that's the situation, right? And here's the thing. I am planning to show you guys the game. So okay, I know I keep saying that I'm planning on showing you guys the game, but we're actually getting pretty close. So I'm definitely gonna show it to you when the Kickstarter, like when we put the Kickstarter live, right? So that's the absolute latest. I might show it to you before, but I'm not too certain about that, right? Because I want to give us as much time as possible to get as much art done as possible. Which so far there is no art done. It's just not, zero. Actually, that's not true. There's a little bit done, but not that much. I do, however, have an artist that I am paying out of pocket to work on this full time. Because I just, you know, I really believe in it. Like, again, the feedback has been, like, just great all around. Everybody seems to like the game. I got rooted, which I'm unhappy about, but that's okay. We're good. Cool. Cool, cool. Yeah, I was keeping my magic wand as a little bit of a bait, you know. I can use it as a heal to get back into shape and they'll not see it coming and I'll be really strong and powerful. So. But yeah. Have we named the game yet? Actually, no, I still haven't named it. This will also be something I need to do. I did spend all morning working on it. Basically, what I'm currently doing is I'm fine-tuning it. I'm fine-tuning. So what I did is I like wrote a long list. Like again, it's gonna be 120 cards, and I wrote just a list of all of the cards with all of the stats on them, like all of the, you know, like numbers and shit that are relevant to the cards. And I just had my list, and I am now gonna be able to like very easily fine-tune everything in there, because it just makes it so much easier to see them in a place like that. What I had before is I had just a Photoshop file in which I was creating the cards, basically, right? Just like instantly making them, and then I like had them all in their prototype shape just ready, but I didn't have, you know, like a nice overview, and that's what I did today. But yeah, why don't I buy Midas? I just want to go straight Radiance, honestly. Like, I'm doing alright here. Like, it's looking like I'll be able to get a straight Radiance or straight Sacred Relic, so I'm thinking, if I can, I feel like I should. It's pretty good. Alright, like, it's one of those things where, can you do it? Yeah, maybe you should do it then, right? It's pretty powerful if you get a Radiance right away. And, I mean, I'm doing pretty damn well here. I've got some last hits, got a whole bunch of assists. You know, we've been part of some good fights for us. And the cool thing about Abaddon is, like, he really just doesn't need much. It's exactly why I picked him. Because, like, looking at their team, I'm just like, yeah, they're gonna fight. They're gonna want to just brawl it out. So let's get somebody that deals well with that. Right? I'm probably gonna get a Solar Crest too, just to deal with the Phantom Assassin. And Solar Crest deals well with Phantom Assassin just because, you know, like, we'll have lots of evasion, we'll be really tanky, and we can use it to burst it down and all of that. Will we have stretch goals for the Kickstarter? We'll have rewards. This is actually something I've been thinking about, because, like, for stretch goals, usually you have stretch goals, right? We had them for the OAA fundraiser, where it's just like, if we do this, then we have OAA times 10, and if we do this, we'll make a proper trader, and I hire somebody to make us a cool trader, and if we do this, we get Pepsi Sohei, and so on. But I've been thinking about stretch goals for the Kickstarter, and I can't really think of any, because I don't need more money. Right? Like, I know it sounds a bit silly for me to say, and you might say, Baumi, don't say that. Like, what if you, like, you know, you're kind of stopping people from donating more. But the thing is, I don't need more than 7 grand. I don't. That's what I need. Right? If I get 7 grand, I can produce the game in its entirety. I can put it, you know, available in a store for you guys to buy. Like, I can do all of these things. And if you give me more money, I actually just don't really know what to do with it. I would figure something out. You know, if we get drastically more money, I could maybe, like, get us nicer packaging, which is currently one of the... But I don't even know if I want nicer packaging. Like, So, I put a lot of, like, time and effort into thinking of a plan to make this work. And the plan I came up with, I think, is very, very good. I've compared my plan on how to make it happen to working with Amazon, which is what most companies do, which is what most people do. And it's actually cheaper. Right? Like, my current setup is €2 cheaper than it is to work with Amazon. Which is kind of really sick, in my opinion. Like, €2 per game cheaper. Right? That's just kind of like, that's a pretty big gap. And yeah. So what I'm hoping for from the Kickstarter is really, I just want you guys to order the game. Right? Like, I mean, if you're interested, I don't want to sound like I expect you to do it. I'm just like, if you're interested in it, I just want to give you a chance to pre-order, and then hopefully we can use those pre-orders to go and make sure we can produce the game. And we're going to have some rewards for people that want to, like, and can donate more, you know. You know, something that I thought might be cool is we could, you know, put your likeness on a card. Meaning that you'll just, because there are going to be some characters on the cards, obviously. Right, and we could just make one of the characters look like you. I think that would be kind of neat. Or here, mild spoiler, the game has something called disasters. Right, and those disasters, we were thinking, you know, maybe you could help us come up with a cool disaster. Right, like, what's attacking here? Is it like, I don't know, come up with something, you know, let's work together on this. And so on. Anyway, I'm pretty close to my Radiance, honestly. Like, once I have that, I'll just be, like, farming like crazy. No boots, just straight Radiance. Haven't bought anything other... that's actually not true, I got a magic one. But other than that, just nothing. Just straight Radiance. Oh, man. But yeah. Anyway. Surely if you raise the 7k, then all 1500 copies are all sold out? No, they're not. No. With 7k, we're not selling out 1500 copies. 700 with 7k, we are producing 1500 copies, which is different. To sell out 1500 copies, that would be a lot more money. That would be a lot more money. Alright, so we have this. I think we're gonna get ourselves some face boots so we can go quick. Will you make a tabletop sim version? Yeah, I was thinking I might. I'm not like super committed to that yet. Okay, so here's the thing. There already is a tabletop version. Or a tabletop sim version. It already exists. I already made one. The question is just, am I going to publish it? You know, am I gonna keep it, or am I gonna keep it private? Because that's what it currently is. It's just private, you know. Like, you can play it if you're friends with me, but you can't play it otherwise. Well, actually, that's not true. You can play it as long as somebody that's friendly with me is hosting the game. So are you saying I might have a card that has biohazard in it? Yes, that could be an option if you know, we're willing to donate enough to, you know, create a disaster in your likeness, I suppose. But those are just kind of the current ideas we have. We're still, again, working on setting this all up. We are very inexperienced with the whole Kickstarter situation, of course. But yeah, I'm just really hoping it ends up working out. Again, the card quality is top-notch. And this is not me just saying this so you know, buy into it. You guys know I don't do that. Right? You guys know that I don't come here to, like, cheat you guys out of money or anything like that. Never done that, never will. Right? Like, I'm telling you this because it's true. We have a brief second right here, so again, I can show you. Right? These are what the card quality will be like. You can see I can very easily just shuffle through them like this. And if I, like, have this card here, right? Look at this. It's nice and straight. And if I, like, go and I just flick it like this a bit. Still nice and straight, you know, it just bounces right back. You can't see through it. Like, it's, I mean, you wouldn't really be able to see it on the camera, but it's not see-through at all. Yeah. Oh, makes sense to me now. Once the 7k goal has been reached, it's all profit from there, right? To a certain extent, yeah. I mean, it's still a lot of work. Right, and the thing is, actually, no, not with 7k, it's not all profit. With 7k, I'm still maybe like 1400 or so down. But that's like the investment I can make on this reasonably, and that's the investment I'm making on this. Like, I'm not asking you guys to pay for everything. Like, I am investing some of my own money as well, but I just can't afford to invest, you know, crazy amounts. Got him. I like Abaddon. Ah! That guy does not like Abaddon. But yes. Again, I will give you guys all of the details on this. As I've mentioned, I will do a 100% breakdown of where all the money is going and what we need the money for and all of that. And explain everything in exact detail and break it all down for you. 100%. Again, I want to be transparent with this. But yeah, so that's kind of the situation though. So yeah, and packaging, I guess since we're dead right now, this is a bit of a moment, but this is the kind of packaging we'll get. A different box, not a box like, not exactly this kind of box, but a box like this. I know this isn't ideal, but if I were to go with a, well, first of all, I personally don't mind it. It makes it so that the game is like nice and easy to transport, which I think is actually quite good. The game is playable with literally only the deck of cards. You do not need any dice, you do not need any tokens, you do not need anything else. You just have the deck of cards and that's it. But the thing is that this kind of like packaging, I know, kind of tends to wear out a little bit. I would personally also have preferred going like a bigger packaging, you know, a nicer packaging. But that would more than double the costs of production. Which is why I was like, yeah, okay, I don't think we need it that much. Like, it would be nice to have, but I just don't think it is that required. We'll be okay. Alright, Alright. There's still, like, just a ton of fighting happening here. Hello, everybody. I'm an Abaddon. I have a Radiance. I hope that's alright with everybody. So this nerd down. No, stop it! Come back here, you son of a bitch. Come back here. But yeah, that's that. Right. Cool, we're healed up. Don't want to keep talking about it too much because I think, as I said before, a carpet or a mat to help with card placement would be a nice stretch goal. Yes, yes. We do have some ideas, right? Like, it's not like there's not going to be anything, but the thing about something like that is that would, again, I gotta figure out production. You know, where would we get something like that and all of this? Anyway, let me grab this. We're gonna go and get ourselves a Solar Crest now, as I mentioned earlier, and then probably just Aghanim's. I think Aghanim's is like a really nice and solid choice.
Are you still on the fence on a deluxe version? I would love to have a wooden box to hold the cards, or a set of stamped aluminium cards. But I think aluminium cards are a rarity, and super expensive. How do wooden cards sound for a low count production?
Hey Putus, I mean, that all sounds good. The problem is just like figuring out where to do it, how to do it, who, like, you know, where do I get something like that, right? Like, it already took me quite a while to just like figure out good production for the game itself, and then doing like all of this extra stuff. You know, it's gonna just take just as long. Yeah, I'm very dead. Ow. Yeah, that's too many heroes here. Shouldn't have messed with them. Anyway, because here's another question. By the way, if you enjoyed the video so far, don't forget to leave a rating on the video. Sorry that I died like that. But here's a question I saw people ask is like, how big is one of these cards compared to a regular size card? Because I've mentioned before that the cards will be pretty small. So this right here is a regular sized poker card. And I know it's not a poker card, but this is how big poker cards are. And this right here is the size of our cards. So I know this seems very small, right? And it is. It is much smaller, as you can tell. But I promise you this makes sense. Like, with these kind of cards, I tried it. You cannot really play the game. With these kind of cards, you can. They have to be small for the game because they are placed next to each other. That's something you do. You place them next to each other. You don't place them. You can't keep them in a pile. So that's kind of like a bit of a problem there. Anyway, well, it's not really a problem, but I'm just trying to explain why they are small, because I feel like people are like, why are they so small? Well, because they have to be, like, sorry. But yeah. And I know I've been talking a lot about this, but the thing is just, I tend to talk a lot about the kind of things that are important in my life. You know, like, oh guys, help. You know, like what's going on with me right now, that's what I talk about, and this is what's going on with me right now. You know, like, this is what I'm just constantly thinking about. Like, I helped. Constantly just, you know, trying to figure out the exact details on this thing, right? Because it matters so much to me. It's actually really, really important to me. Also, I like Abaddon. You know? Wasn't that nice? You just run in and it's like, oh, there's 5 of them. It's okay, don't worry, I got it. That works out pretty well, doesn't it? Funny, I have debuffed enemy heroes with movement speed slows for 0 seconds. I have never hit an enemy hero in this game. I have not attacked a single enemy hero at any point. Well, it's not true actually, after I skilled my E. It's just not attacked an enemy hero. But that's okay, who needs to attack them, right? Yo. Let me get this. Cool. Alright, new meta. Oh no, I actually attacked an enemy hero. No! Fuck! I was actually hoping to not attack enemy heroes for the entire game. Oh, I accidentally hit one though. Oh, shit. Oh, man.
Does this mean that the man behind the techies will finally have a face reveal, with his likeness being printed on your cards? The more logical answer would be that you would have a card with the likeness of one of the 3 techies. Or 3 cards with each one.
I mean, that's up to you, right? Like, again, like, the art won't be finished by the time we do the Kickstarter. Because, like, that's kind of what the Kickstarter is also about, to, like, help us finish the art. Yeah, so... Hey, I mean, if you want a bunch of techies on there.
Kickstarter, Baumi.
Hey, Febalada, thank you so much. Well, we still have some time until then, but yeah. I know I just spent the entire video talking about this shit. I mostly just wanted to show you guys the card quality. I'm just really happy with the card quality. I think it's great. Right, I think it looks great. And, I'm really excited for it. Alright, because I was like, yeah, I really hope it's actually good, you know? And yes, it is actually really good. Also, rip Matt.
That's a dead Matt.
Gotta get myself an Aghanim's here. Because Aghanim's on Abaddon is just the best thing. By the way, is this the most items an item builds into? 6. There's only 3. This is 7. Wow. 7 items. Okay, is there something that builds into more stuff? It's only 4. 3. 4. 4. 3. Right? That gotta be the most. You are also only 4. Huh. I wonder what the high score for that is. Yo, what's up, dudes? This is great. I love Abaddon. Because you can't just run in and just be like, don't worry, guys. Course in OA. Well, course in OA, just, you can't even see this stuff. I don't think Boots. Your Boots only got 5. Cool. Is that actually it? Alright. Let's go ahead and grind this one up. Cool, cool, cool. I'm coming! Mostly just to pick up my Aghanims, really. I gotta admit, I don't care so much about you guys, like... That's not why I'm here. This is just more of a coincidence that you guys are here. And that I'm here. You know, it's fine. Cool! Yeah, see, this actually worked out really well. I've hit enemy heroes twice. That's how often I've hit enemy heroes this game. Twice. Who needs more than 2 attacks? I mean, come on. What do you need that for? Again, but I want to point out really quick that this kind of like playstyle, what I did this game, was like intended from the very beginning, right? Remember I said in the beginning, we just need a hero that can like kind of like run in and go up against him and make it so the Queen of Pain can fight. So that's what I got here, you know? I've got an Abaddon, I'm just charging in. And while they're dealing with my bullshit, the Queen of Pain is actually, you know, killing them. Like, she's just running train on them, because you've got the Oracle being able to just, like, freely enjoy being an Oracle. I mean, this is about as nice of an Oracle game as they come. Because I'm just here, and he just gets to constantly heal me, right? Like, because they are constantly blowing everything on me. Admittedly, I'm not entirely sure why these guys are so obsessed with attacking me. They really should not be attacking me that much. It's not a very smart thing. Hey, how much they're throwing at this Abaddon is really not the smartest thing in the world now, but that's okay. There we go. We got him. We got him. That was pretty neat. I'm pretty happy with that. Right? And you can see in the net worth that, like, yep, we were all the way up there just for the entire game. It's just Abaddon, you know? You take your time, you get some money. Easy peasy. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Again, I'm sorry for talking so much about this, but this is just important to me, right? Like, I'm so excited, you know? Like, I got this, and I was just so happy because they're like, yes, this is perfect, right? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a rating on the video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.